What is going on, you guys? Thank you so much for tuning in today because I have something really special and treat for those of you with an older BMW. I love my older BMW, and if you own one, then you probably do as well. But a really big issue is integration with modern technology, such as our smartphones. Introducing BlueBus, which connects directly with your iBus system and integrates with the stock controls of your old BMW to deliver high-quality HD audio to your older BMW. Although BlueBus brings smartphone integration to your BMW, it actually integrates with the iBus system of your BMW, meaning any signal on the iBus system, BlueBus can take advantage of. Some of the features include adding triple or 5 blink on touch with the turn signal and automatic unlocking doors as you exit the BMW. So today, I'm going to show you how to install BlueBus into an E46, which should be similar to other BMW chassis. I'm going to show you how to use it with the stock radio system, and I'm going to give you my final thoughts as someone who's used it for about 3 months. And if you like the video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe if you're into cars, because we do a lot of stuff for a lot of different chassis. So let's go ahead and get started.
The first thing we need to do is remove the 2 pins holding the left trunk liner in. To pull it out, you need to remove the left taillight trim on the inside of the trunk as well. There are 2 pre-wired harnesses in the car that you need. One for the CD player behind the amplifier, and one above the shock tower.
Alright, so one thing to note is, so this harness right here, this is for the radio side, and this is for the telephone side. So again, there's this blue adapter right here, and then I used a TCU adapter to plug it in like this. You don't use these other 2 black bits at all. Now the difficult part is on this other harness dedicated for the radio, you have 2 plugs. You have your power, and you have this. Now this looks like this. It's kind of teethed, kind of funny, and I had trouble plugging it in. The way you do it is you find the teethed end, and you put it on the far side. So these teeth go further to this side, and we just go like such, and that's how that plugs in. And then this one has an obvious little tooth on the end right there, and that obviously goes towards the other toothed end on BlueBus and plugs in like such. And then this is a 3.5 mil for if you want to wire up your own headphone. However, if you do everything as you see here, you'll get OE Bluetooth connection. You'll get an OE connection to the OE microphone, and you'll be able to use a factory microphone.
For mounting, I rewrapped the extra harnesses back in their original covers. I nested one above the rear shock tower where I found it, and the other tucked just on the side. For mounting the BlueBus itself, there's a ton of holes on the side of the chassis. I would just grab a 10mm bolt, a nut, and washer, and use one of the existing holes to keep it securely mounted. To complete the install, just tuck the trim panel back into place. Tuck this upper corner behind the chassis, and put the 2 pins back in that you removed earlier. Finally, push the taillight trim piece back into place.
So these buttons mean a number of things, so we'll go through that process first. This is play and pause. This is the toggle metadata to show the song name and the artist. This doesn't do anything. This is settings. And 5 is to show what device is connected. And then you can also scroll through available devices you want to connect with there. And 6 is to turn pairing on or off. So we're going to turn pairing on. We're going to open our device. For us, this is an iPhone. We're going to go to Bluetooth. And then it'll be called BlueBus. If you want to add a pin, you have to code that through your computer, but we're not going to do that. Now it's paired. So let's talk about the different settings you can do. So first is hands-free. It's either 1 or 0. Basically that means regardless of the mode you're in, and a call can interrupt it. So if you're in the radio mode, 1 basically means that a call can come in, and 0 means it can't. And then these are your navigation buttons. So next is how you want your metadata displayed. So you can go through, so 2 is okay. So we can edit. So there's chunk,
and then there's party. So we'll save that, and remember 4 settings. So now it'll come in letter by letter, if that's how you prefer it. Autoplay, 1 basically means that once the car connects to your phone, it'll start playing the last media that it was playing, or 0 means you have to initiate that on your own. So I have it on 1 so that when I hop in my car and I turn it on, it'll start playing my last music played. So now the next one is your car. It should automatically detect it, but if it doesn't, you can select it here. There's E46/Z4. There's also ones for the E53 X5, the E83 I think, X3, and E39 M5. Now this is the number of blinks you have when you touch your signal. So this is customizable. Comfort locks. This is so you can set if your car locks at either 10 kilometers an hour or 20 kilometers an hour. So in my car, I have this set through the correct module. However, if not, you can go 2 to edit. You can set it to 1 for 10 kilometers an hour, or 2 for locking your car at 20 kilometers an hour, or on this radio, only 10 kilometers an hour, or not at all. So I'm setting mine to not at all. I do like that feature, however, that's already coded with the module within my car. So keep going. I'll be honest, don't know what this is. Oh, TCU mode, that basically means if it can always interrupt your phone calls, or if you must be in the Bluetooth mode. And then clear pairing is pretty obvious. And that's it for settings. What's really great about this is that this hacks into the CAN bus system of your vehicle, so it's constantly customizable. And the features that he adds, anything on the bus, you can change, much like with the auto locking doors and with the triple or hexa blink. So let's talk about some functions that you can do on the steering wheel. So now we're going to talk about Siri controls. So now I just changed the angle so you can see the steering wheel and the camera now. So of course you can adjust your volume from the wheel, but you've always had that option. But now you can also change your song from the steering wheel. So there's forward again. Additionally, you can accept calls and end calls with this button. I don't have any friends, especially on quarantine, so I don't have a way to show that to you. However, what I can show you is Siri activation. And you hold it down to invoke Siri. So I'm going to cancel that.
Okay, media will play softer.
So now I'm going to give you my closing thoughts on BlueBus. BlueBus is great. I use it every single day in my BMW. My audio has never sounded clear regardless of what I've used. Now I'm sure if you go with a dedicated head unit, you could get something of equal clarity, but with what I've used through aux and other Bluetooth methods, this is the clearest audio I've ever gotten out of my system. It is incredibly nice to change music just from my steering wheel controls. I have a smartwatch that allows me to change my songs, and it feels really natural to just use the built-in steering wheel buttons. Also, to call upon Siri with my iPhone is excellent. Bringing triple blink and lock at 10 kilometers an hour and other features like that is a really great way to add value to beyond just Bluetooth audio for older BMWs that you really can't do otherwise. That's not to say that BlueBus isn't perfect. There are a few smartphones that BlueBus has poor connection with, and they are listed on his website. The only other downside is, and I've talked to the developer about this, because of the protocol being used, when you hit the rewind on an iPhone, it'll go to the previous track, but it won't be playing the song. So then you can hit play, there's a button for that as you saw, or you can hit the button again, and then it'll play the song before that. Per his email, this won't be fixed anytime soon, likely indefinitely. So with all that being said, I would say absolutely grab one. You can grab it at this website right here. The developer is awesome. I would highly suspect you can expect additional features down the line, and if not, you get plenty for what you get. I will add that if you're looking for a good value for money, based on the people I've talked to, this isn't the best value for money. For a few extra dollars, you can probably get a whole head unit and Apple CarPlay. To combat that, I would say that this product isn't targeted to people that are looking for that type of upgrade. BlueBus is meant to completely integrate with your stock system exactly as it looks. These are for the purists that really want their interior to look exactly as it came out of the factory, and that's what I want from my head unit as well. So if you want to keep your interior the same while still getting Siri or Google Assistant and listen to your music and playlists and stuff, this is absolutely the way to go. And like I said, you get a bunch of other cool features. And at 200-ish and change, I won't say an exact price, I think it's a pretty good value. Full warranty, lifetime warranty, Constant updates I feel very confident are coming, and I think it's overall a great unit. So thank you so much for tuning in. If you like this video, make sure to leave a like. It really does help the channel out. Please sure to sub if you want to see more about what I'm doing with my E46, if you want to see some cool other builds. So thank you so much for tuning in. Take care.